also references a storyteller. Not only a storyteller, but maybe even a singer or a musician or a poet. But this particular story involves two griots, one from the east, one from the west. The one from the east is a man. The one from the west is a woman. The one in the east has never lost a competition in storytelling for 40 years. Imagine you are in the center of, or you're watching the center of a ring, and you are seeing the competition between the griot from the east and the griot from the west, and the story begins. The griot from the east stares at the griot from the west, the little old woman who's about 70 years old. She stares back at him. Then he says, and she says, he says, she says, then he takes out a sandwich and she takes out an egg. So they go back to their respective homes. The griot from the east, the man says, honey, I've lost. I don't know what happened. And she says, you've never lost in 40 years. Tell me, what went wrong? He said, well, you know, I gave her the Kuruku stare. And she stared right back at me. So I knew that there was going to be a problem. Then I told her, there are two gods. One up there, me down here. And she said, no, there is only one. Then I told her, I will scatter your people all over the land. And she said, we will stand as one. Then I took out an old rotten sandwich and I told her, I will cause your people to rot. And she said, we will generate like this egg. Now on the other side, the woman is telling her folks,